insert. And I also have this little guy here. We're reading books together. Brain doctor. Don't judge me, please. No one should judge. This is like a safe space. Don't judge me here. Ex-boyfriend's dad. His dad is kind of hot. Professor and student. What? I hope the quality will be nice. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I hope we will quick little fun video. We will talk about romance books, and I wanted to talk specifically about 3 of them, but we shall see how it goes. They will be mostly standalones, like my favorite top 3 romance books that I will reread like so many times. Actually, this year I reread one of them already because I had such a fun time. And if you know me, I usually love reading fantasy books, but because the series might get too long and too stressful, you need something good, something nice, something fun and easygoing. And today we will talk about 3 of them. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy this video. I hope you will have fun, and I hope that on this list of the books you will find, I'm sorry for this, it's my cat. I hope you will find a book that you haven't read and you'll be really curious about it. You will read it and you will like it. So without further ado, let's get into it. The weather is so hot. I can't even sit here. I put on AC in other room and I closed the door, and I'm suffocating because I can't leave the door open. You will hear the bad sounds on the background, and I don't want this. So if you see my face a little bit wet and sweaty, I'm so sorry about that. But also I put so much cream in my skincare because I have dry skin. So I'm sorry for that, but let's not focus on my face, let's focus on the books. The first one, I have finished it last week. I found it in the bookstore, and why did I buy it is because I know there will be a movie made by this book. It was standing like this, and when I saw the name, I was like, okay, there will be a movie. All right, let's just see what this book is about, because not all books you want to read, you know. And then, guys, I saw just 2 words. I didn't even read the whole page here. I just saw 2 words and I was like, can you please buy me this book? To my boyfriend, can you please buy me this book? Professor and student. What? So basically, this is professor student kind of vibe. I wasn't even thinking twice. He's not basically her professor, her teacher. He's working in the same university she's studying, but he is not her teacher. He's not her professor, I believe. Basically, he is a professor just in the general area, and she is a student in the same university. So it's not bad, but don't get me wrong, I like this shit. I like this because if you ever read Zodiac Academy and you remember Lance and Blue, I love the couple so much, and in that book he was her teacher. Oh, I love this so much. And since Zodiac Academy, I was hunting for a nice book with a professor and a student, and when I saw it I was like, well, hell yeah, fine, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna read it. And you know what, guys? It's a 5-star read from me. I do see the problems in this book. I do see that the ending was kind of rushed and everything, but I had such a fun time with this book, you can't even imagine. It's also Grumpy and Sunshine. He's super bad and everyone is scared of him because he is straightforward kind of professor. Everyone is shitting their pants before going to his lessons, and she's just a sunshine. They met 2 years before everything is happening in the main part of the book. Before she decided to study in this university, she couldn't decide fully, and she went to the washroom accidentally because she was changing her contacts in the eyes, so she like couldn't see anything because she was like crying. And there was a guy in the washroom, and he gave her nice advices about studying and why she needs to like think before applying to study in this university. He was like, your purpose should be like really good one. It's not just like, oh, I just want to study here because everyone is studying here. You like have to have a purpose, something that you will work on, something that will like motivate you to be in this university. She was thinking about their conversation for a while, but she didn't know that he was thinking about it too. And the fact that she hasn't seen his face, but he saw her and he was thinking about her as well, but he never like came to her, never like asked her for a date or anything, because he knew that he's her professor and he knew that he probably doesn't have a chance. But he saw her everywhere and he was thinking about her. I love how Ellie Hazardwood wrote this book. I love that MMC is so obsessed, so grumpy, so possessive. The way he was like protecting her, the way he was like obsessing with her, the way he was like, I'm gonna kill you if you think about her, don't even breathe close to her or I will kill you kind of vibes. And I do know that there are some things that you might not like about this book, but even the spice, this book is spicy and the spice was good. It's just 1 or 2 chapters, but it was good. I like it. I didn't even expect that, but I was like, no, you know, I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. Probably is not a 5-star rate. It's probably like 4 maybe max. But because I was giggling, I was laughing, I was just like over the moon. I read this book so fast, and it's been a while since I was reading books like in one sitting or one day, so yeah, forgive me, but it's my rating, so it's 5 stars. Question is it standalone or is it a series? It's kind of like a series. When I finished this book, I saw that it is a series kind of thing, so I went to the bookstore and I bought 2 more books. But is it a series? I don't think. If you just want to read The Love Hypothesis, or actually I didn't even say the name. I'm having troubles with the name, so I didn't even tell you the name of the book. The Love Hypothesis. Are interested in reading just this book, I don't think you will miss anything, because I have just finished Love on the Brain and I didn't like it. And there were no mentioning of Adam or Olive in this book, so maybe they will have like a little appearance in the 3rd one. I haven't started this one yet, but for now I don't think it's like a serious series. You know how usually series are with romance books. If you have ever read Twisted series or like Windy City series, they usually are like interconnected. You see characters from the 1st book appear in the 2nd book and even like in the other books, and they all kind of like either friends or like family or something, so they connected to each other. But in this case, I believe it's mostly like standalones, but the books came out together, so like, all are about universities and studies, professor and a student. Love on the Brain was about 2 post students who are like working in NASA, and they like building together the helmets for the astronauts, which is like also, she was studying like the brain doctor. Sorry, I don't even know. I'm here fully for the vibes. I'm not caring about the doctor's things, you know. Teaching, yeah, like this one as well is like university kind of stuff. So basically Ellie Hazardwood, she writes stuff about like universities and studying. I believe maybe she even like herself graduated from some nice university. That's she has even a degree in like medicine. So she writes about this, and hell yeah, if I graduated from, I don't know, Harvard, I would definitely put it everywhere just so everyone would know. I would brag about this and never shut up. But yeah, I would say that this is a standalone because for now, nothing I heard about Adam and Olive in the other book. So yeah, I recommend it if you are interested in professor-student vibes and grumpy sunshine. I love our possessive, obsessive man so much. So yeah, this is the first book. The second book on my list, I don't have it physically, and I don't even have it on my Kindle because now I don't have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. Second book on my list, it's a standalone. It's called Birthday Girl. When I'm gonna tell you what this book is about, please don't judge me. This is a spicy book. I believe they all are spicy, like it has something in it. But the main plot about this book is she is dating her ex-boyfriend's dad. It might sound bad to you, but like, I swear, I swear it's good. A perfect age gap book. I believe they have been like more than 10 years age gap. So he is basically 38 or something, and she's like 20. If you read this book, please let me know in the comments that I'm not the only one who is like crazy about this. We usually read romance book and it's kind of like, they meet, they fell in love, they have problems, they break up, and then they come back and it ends. So it's not fun. Usually I'm like getting easily tired of romance books. But this one, it was nice because, so basically, she's living with her boyfriend and they don't have a place to live. And his dad, he's like, sure thing, like you can come and live with me. And her boyfriend's like, sure, we will go and live with my dad. And she's like, why we should live with your dad? Why can't you just take responsibility for your life and find for us a place to live? Because why should I live with your dad? And his dad is kind of hot. He ends up living with his dad, and then her boyfriend cheats on her. And his dad is like, hell no, hell no. You gotta leave this house. I don't care, like you won't live here with her because like what the fuck was it? And he did it in his house while she was working her ass off because she was like the only person who was working in their couple. And she was like, what? I was working like so many shifts, so many night shifts, and you just here doing nothing, doing shit. You live in your father's house and you bring girls and you just like fuck around. Sure, she was like, I'm gonna leave as well because, you know, I can't live in your house. And he's like, no, just stay because I know you don't have money and you like need to work and you don't need to like spend more. So she stays. And then it got interesting because they both like know that this is not cool, this is like not socially acceptable kind of thing, and who cares? So yeah, if you're looking for age gap prohibited romance, right, prohibited, spicy because it's like ex-boyfriend's dad, definitely recommend this book. I had fun. I was eating this book up, but don't think it's like super bad. Don't judge me, please. No one should judge. This is like a safe space. Don't judge me here. I had fun with that book and I'm not even like ashamed. My third place, it's kind of like the last but not the least because the book was as well super nice. It's not gonna be like anything with age gaps and professor-student kind of vibes. You know, I like when the book has something in it, something interesting, something prohibited, something like, you know, that you can see in usual romance books. I love this. That's why those two first books were like my favorite because I'm like, yes. But this one is just cute. It's cute and it's funny. It's a hate mail. My friend, she have read this book and she recommended me to read it. And at first I was like, it doesn't sound really interesting. They basically met each other, not in real life, but just by the letters, because they both are in schools in like different states in America, and their schools connected to each other because they do this mail things, like you can send a letter to someone and then you will receive a letter as well. So it's kind of like a mail friends, right? She was super excited to send her first letter and to have this mail friend and to receive a letter back and maybe like have a friend or something. But the guy, Luca, he wasn't like excited about this. He was grumpy. Okay, when he was a kid, he was super grumpy, and he didn't want to chat. He didn't want to have anything with this mail thing. So when he received her letter, she was super cute. She was fun. She was like, "Hi, I'm here. I'm from this part of the US. I live in here, and I love this weather in this city. How about you? What is it?" And he wrote her such a bad letter. Because he didn't want to take part in this, and he didn't like her being so nice because he was grumpy. So he sent her such a bad letter, and he was like, okay, fine, that's it. She won't reply, and she didn't want to, but then she was like, fuck it, you know what? I will do worse. And then they just started for so many years. They were sending each other letters. Even when the whole school already stopped doing this, they were the only ones who continued having their male friends. And the letters were so fun. I was reading them, I was laughing my ass off because, I mean, you just have to read it to know that it's super funny and super bad sometimes. But years went by, they changed apartments, so many things happen in their lives. And she's already old. This book starts when she is working in television and she does weather podcasts, and she receives a mail and her friend is working with her and they like, oh, you have your fan, someone sent you a letter, what is that, let's open it together. They open it and it's like, oh, I see you working at the weather podcast now, I hope something happened to you, like, and you will die. And her friend is like, oh no, I'm really sorry that I brought this thing to you. Oh no, I should just go and check with someone. I think it's like a harassment kind of thing, and we will need to go to the police, and we will. And she's just laughing her ass off because she knows it's Luca, because it's just like his letters and their history. And her friend is like, what's wrong with you? This bed is so bad. What's going on? She's like, do you want to grab coffee and I will tell you everything about it? This is basically the beginning of the book. And then she tells her friends about their history and how they send each other hate letters. But then her friend is like, so the last letter he sent you, it doesn't have the return address. Do you want us to find him and send him even worse letter again? And she's like, hell yeah. So adults who are looking for some Luca guy, but he knows where she is. And the book is nice, the book is fun. I won't tell you like any spoilers because I hope you will read it and have the same fun time as I had. He was grumpy in the beginning, and then so many things happen in his life as well, so many bad things with his family, so you understand him, like why he was like that. And you see their letters and you see how he was trying to change kind of like the vibes of the letters, but she didn't get it. She didn't get that he wanted to be more friends than enemies. So it's kind of like enemies to lovers. Luca, in his older age, he is nice guy. It was the only book that I reread this year because I was having a really bad time in my life, and I was super depressed, I was super anxious, and I remember this book. I downloaded it back to my Kindle and I had fun again. So I will reread it. I even want to find a physical copy in the bookstore just to have this book always at my bookshelf, just so I can grab it anytime I feel sad and read it again, read those funny letters they send each other, and just have my time with these 3 romance books. For now are my top favorite standalones. I also I read so many romance books. I usually prefer reading fantasy because it has like romance and some other plot situation, and it like gets me more interested in the world and stuff. But after you had such a stressful time with fantasy books, it's super nice to read romance. Just like you know, watch your favorite rom-com on TV. It's fun. And I know because I have read quite a few romance book series, and if we should talk with you about them, because the Twisted series was my favorite one. The Windy City series that I'm finishing now is wow, what? I will definitely do a video about Windy City series because what are you talking to me about? That was wow. Now I'm on the 4th book. I'm reading Play Alone on my Kindle and I'm having fun. I love the main characters. I love how they all connected to each other, and how Liz Tomford, that's the author of the books, how she writes her characters with the trauma. So all of them have something like a traumatic experience in their lives, and it makes you see yourself in the characters. I don't know how to explain this, but we all, or like most of us, have some trauma and some bad experience. And me, like, I struggle with my panic attacks for my whole life, and reading about this in the books, seeing how people overcome in these situations but still like having so much fun and stuff, and how you see that your trauma can define you, appreciate something more in your life than you stay focused on your trauma. And I love this about those books, so I will definitely make a whole separate video about that series. So just let me know in the comments if you're like interested, and what are your favorite romance books. I love standalones, so if you know some little books for a one-time read for just like evening fun, let me know in the comments. And actually check out my Kindle. I have a light there, but check it out. It's a Court of Mist and Fury. I printed this picture like an insert, and I also have this little guy here. Look, we're reading books together. Don't forget to check out my other videos on this channel, and let me know what videos would you like to have as well with me, what we should do. I'm so excited about this YouTube channel. I'm so excited about making content on this YouTube, and it makes me happy. It brings me joy, and I want to edit videos better, and I want to make better content for you guys. I love everything about this, so just let me know what would you like to hear from me, what would you like me to talk about. Maybe we can do some series, maybe not just romance books, maybe like my favorite fantasy series, because I have so many. I'm starting reading Throne of Glass this week, so probably let's cross our fingers and hope that I will make maybe a whole Throne of Glass reading vlog, because I believe it's gonna be phenomenal series. So, okay, I won't take your time anymore. Just please subscribe to this channel if you're like interested. I will be so happy to see you here with me. And I hope you have a nice day, guys. I'll see you when I see you. And don't forget to read books because it's such a nice hobby. Okay?